customers, social scientists and our industry peers have expressed concerns and asked questions about, what's the impact of AI, the technology shift that's happening around us. In Zensar, we believe that we're heading in for very exciting fun times because, science fiction of yesterday is our today's reality. And what we see as technology advancements around us in terms of AI, big data, hyperconvergence, 3D printing, computer vision, augmented reality. These are not just new technology capabilities around us. These are actually profoundly changing the way human beings interact with each other. So what we saw in last decade was primarily convergence and hyperconvergence in our day-to-day lives, both in terms of how we watch our TV, how we use our home appliances, our cars, our wearables getting converged, as well as hyperconvergence at the technology level in terms of data and voice convergence, compute, storage, network convergence, the data centers. But what we will see now is convergence of the physical, digital, and biological systems. And that hyper reality and hyper convergence of physical, digital, and biological worlds is into Enterprise 4.0. Enterprise 4.0 will change what it means to be a human. And that presents a business disruption and a business opportunity, which we at Zensar are here to address. There's a very interesting, deep shift that's impacting our lives as part of Enterprise 4.0. And those trends are captured, and there's a prediction by World Economic Forum in terms of what are those top 20 trends that will become a reality by 2025. And if you look at the first 5 trends, which have a 90% probability of being a reality, the top one starting is what we are predicting is 90% of the world's population will have free storage. So we'll have to never ever erase any data which we generate or create in our phones, in our handheld devices, in our computers. The world will be connected by about 1 trillion sensors, devices across the internet for 8 billion population. And that's going to generate tremendous amount of data. And if you look back in the rear view mirror, 90% of the world's data was generated in the last 2 years. But as we move forward with this connected planet, businesses will double the data they generate every 2 years. So what that means is the AI will become a true reality in terms of big data, connected devices. The whole digital transformation will be driven by AI-propelled, data-driven economy. As we look at, in terms of the analyst prediction, it could be anywhere between $14 trillion to $17 trillion economy. To be successful in Enterprise 4.0, our customers will have to deal with the 4 new realities or disruptions. They'll have to differentiate on experience. So it's the unique customer experience that'll differentiate the business. Doesn't matter which business you're in, whether it's insurance, car manufacturing, farm equipment, healthcare, education, it'll be experience-driven economy. Our customers will have to start developing data-enhanced, digitally connected products and services. So that's the second part of the shift they have to deal with Enterprise 4.0. The third is that as they start offering digitally connected, data-enhanced products to customers with unique experience, their whole operating models will change as well. So the way they deploy their capital, the way they drive the innovation, the way they look at the human experience, the human capital, the workforce will change as well. So the digital operating models will also will become a new reality. The fourth is the regulations will change as well. So everything in terms of as the digital democratization happens, as we move to the convergence of physical, digital, and biological worlds, there'll be a new set of regulations business will have to deal with Enterprise 4.0. And those are the 4 new realities on which the next set of economy will be formed. But the IT reality of the customers is totally different from their business aspirations. What they're struggling with is still a lot of legacy apps, physical data centers, a lot of digital native applications being developed by the business, shadow IT, multiple public clouds, multiple reference architectures in terms of IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, growing cybersecurity concerns, new regulations, and obviously ever shrinking budgets as well. So, the key challenge for our customers would be, how do you navigate and evolve and deal with your IT reality while you are continuously meeting a business aspiration as well? And the answer to that from Zensar is in terms of DFS. Digital Foundation Services is the thought leading reference architecture which has successfully helped our customers meet their business aspirations for Enterprise 4.0. So Zensar's Digital Foundation Services, we call it DFS, is essentially a reference architecture for a digital business to be successful in Enterprise 4.0. What it consists of is 5 foundational capabilities which a digital business needs to have to be successful in Enterprise 4.0. The first one is digital experience management, which essentially defines how you create a unique experience, and once you design and deploy a unique customer experience through a digital platform, how do you monitor, manage, and evolve the experience of a customer? So it's all focused on digital experience management for the customer's customers. The second one is digital workplace services, which is essentially focused on the workplace of future in terms of how you manage the experience of the employees who serve the customers. And the third is the digital infrastructure, which is looking at all the capabilities in terms of multiple public private clouds. How do you make the cloud invisible? Multiple AI, computer vision, augmented reality, everything in terms of autonomics. How do you create the infrastructure which allows the business to kind of reduce time to market and launch new offerings and services? The fourth is, as you start managing and monitoring the experience of the customers, the employees, you'd roll out and deploy the new digital infrastructure. The new operating models of how you run and operate those infrastructure will change as well, and that's digital operations. And the fifth foundational capability as part of the DFS is the digital talent. So how do you look at your pipeline? How do you look at every idea from envisaging and implementation? So there'll be a lot of cross-skilling, convergence, hyper-convergence in the skills as well. How do the bots and human plus population coexist together, be part of the digital talent pool? And the new roles and jobs that will evolve in terms of site reliability engineers, service reliability engineers, which are primarily focused on the business outcome and not a siloed function area. So 5 capabilities: digital experience management, digital workplace services, digital infrastructure, digital operations, and digital talent. Those are the 5 foundational capabilities for digital foundation services. So we at Zensar are very proud that Digital Foundation Services has been extremely successful in helping our customers succeed and deliver the business outcomes that are strategic priorities to them. A few examples: a large airline customer in North America is using DFS to make sure 30 million boarding passes gets printed on time and accurately. Their dispatch rate, the flight dispatch rate, has gone up by 10% in the last 1 year as they've deployed this DFS framework. Another customer, one of the large cities in North America who wants to be the smart city and the top smart city, is using the DFS to ensure the underlying fabric and the foundation for resilient, secure infrastructure is available. One of the large European bank is deploying DFS to have a blueprint strategy and implementing the journey to cloud. One of the third largest healthcare claim processing companies is using DFS to create a unique experience and detect fraud as they process the claims for 35 million subscribers. So DFS across the value chain, across multiple industries, verticals, has been delivering the business outcomes it is meant to design for.